Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we are looking at the new Texas Lottery $3 Holiday Loteria ticket. I know some people will call this a November ticket. It came out at the very end of October, so I'm going to say it's an October 2023 ticket. And I have to admit, I love the Loteria ticket that the Loteria series that the Texas Lottery does. And I really love this Christmas one with the new Christmas symbols on it. I am just a sucker for Loteria, I think. But this one it plays just like a regular Loteria ticket would. I wish that we had a Loteria series like this in Georgia so much. But anyways, here on this page, we are looking at the prize structure and odds that the Texas Lottery came out for this game or put out on its website. The overall odds are 1 in 4.64. And looking at the prize structure, you can win anywhere from $3 up to $50,000. Now, couple things here. The first thing I'll mention is that whenever you play a ticket, or at least whenever I play a ticket, I always think about, is the wager worth the top prize? And $3 wager for a $50,000 top prize at odds of 1 in 1.2 million. Not sure that, let's take out the fact that this is Loteria. Not sure that I would be making that wager. It's just not the top prize isn't big enough and the odds are too long to win it. But looking at the rest of the prize structure and payout, nothing looks too crazy. We do need to mention that in Texas, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view that tax money as part of the value of a game, so that is going to apply to this top prize. And so instead of $50,000, I'm going to view this as $38,000. So, that makes it even less appealing to me. A $3 wager for a $38,000 top prize at odds of 1 in 1.2 million. I would probably say no thanks to that, just based on it being a generic scratch ticket. So, with the adjusted prize amount, when you run the numbers on this game, what we find is that the payout comes in between 65 and 66%. Now, this is quite a bit lower than the 70% minimum payout that we look for every ticket. There is no reason at all ever for a state to put out any ticket for less than 70% payout, because states can make plenty of money in that 70% range. And so to do that is just like super greedy on the part of the state. It's disrespectful to the customers. And whenever I see a payout less than 70%, I automatically say I can't recommend the ticket. Now, in this case, I can't recommend the ticket unless you are just a Loteria fiend and you just love Loteria, and I might fall into that category. I don't know. I think there is some fun factor value in these Loteria games, at least for me. So that might make this ticket, in my eyes, a little bit more valuable than the 65% payout that we see here. But as like a generic scratch ticket, I would never recommend a ticket at 65% payout. So the other thing we do need to mention is that this 65% payout does include all of the top prizes and number of mid-tier prizes, which not many people are going to be winning, which means very few people are actually going to see a 65% payout on this game. And so what we want to know is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be hitting those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens at the $33 prize level right here. So, if you are playing this game, when you win, you would expect to see a prize between $3 and $33. Now, the breakdown there at that $33 level, or the split, is about 56-44. So over half, 56% of these $33 prizes do fall in the bottom 99% of prizes and are available to the average folks who are playing this game. The other 44%, however, are going to be included in the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really, really hard to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 464 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it. So, you're in, somewhere between $1,200 and $1,500, probably, close to that $1,350, $1,400 mark. before you would expect to see even one top 1% prize. So that is important to keep in mind. So because these are so hard to hit, we're going to take the value of all of these prizes and subtract it from the payout number you saw before. That's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. So when we do that, we find out that the bottom 99% payout is between 59 and 60%. So this is not quite as bad of a number as the overall payout. So we look for a minimum of 60% payout here. So this almost gets there. I don't really like to see numbers below 60%, because once you get down here in this 50% range, you're just losing your money so fast that, to me, it takes away from the fun of the game. Now with Loteria, again, I think for me at least, and I think for a lot of people, there is some value in just the fun factor of this type of game. Now here on this page, we are looking at the increases and decreases in Texas $3 tickets. And this is only the second $3 ticket we've seen or we've reviewed on the channel from Texas. And you can see quite a bit of a bump in value. The Holiday Loteria data point is on the right over here. So we did get a lot more value than they gave on the Cash Blitz crossword ticket that came out last January. So that is good to see. We just need to see more increases. So usually when I see an increase like this, I suggest maybe now is a good time to be playing this ticket. However, the overall value of this game is so low that I still probably wouldn't recommend it if it were any other ticket besides Loteria. But again, if you're a big Loteria fan, I think you're probably going to play no matter what. Now up here in the top in green, you can see the best ticket in every category. So if you are playing $3 tickets in Texas, if you're playing for overall value, Holiday Loteria is the best one we've seen on the channel so far. If you're playing for odds, the Cash Blitz crossword would be your ticket. If you're playing for bottom 99% value, so this fun factor, the payout to the average person, the Loteria ticket would be the one you'd want to go with. If you're more of a high roller and you want to win a better prize when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, the Cash Blitz crossword would be the ticket you would want to play. And then we are keeping track of top prizes over here on the right. Now here on this page, we're going to be building out the list, ranking Texas $3 tickets for overall value. Holiday Loteria is the one to beat right now. And then we are also going to be ranking based on this bottom 99% payout or fun factor. Again, Holiday Loteria, the one to beat. Now, here on this page, we're comparing $3 tickets across states, and you can see there aren't nearly as many $3 tickets as there are like the other like $5 tickets and $10 tickets and stuff like that. So these rarely come out, but you can see the Holiday Loteria kind of in the middle of the list here, 8th place overall. So, relatively competitive, I guess, and until you start getting up to what Georgia and Florida are doing. And we really want to look at the top of the list. So, so Georgia has put out a couple of $3 tickets at 71% payout and a couple at 69. So we'll just average those together and say 70%. We have to ask the question, if Georgia can regularly put out $3 tickets at 70% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why does Texas think they have to put out $3 tickets at 65% payout? That's a 5 percentage point difference, and that's a lot of money when you consider how much money it takes to make just one of these games. So one scratch game could easily have 10 million tickets as a part of it. Multiply that by 3, that's $30 million that goes into just one of these games. And when you're talking about 5 percentage points of $30 million, what is that, like $1.5 million? And that's, $1.5 million that the Georgia Lottery would be putting into the hands of its players that the Texas Lottery would be sticking into its pockets. And so, when we ask why would Texas do that, I don't think there are any good answers. It just leads down a really negative road. And so we won't go down that road in this video because it's a Loteria ticket. But anyways, yeah, I mean, Texas, every state just needs to become more competitive with whatever state is at the top of these lists. Now here on this page, this is the comparison based on the bottom 99% payout. You can see Holiday Loteria a lot more competitive in this category. So even though it's below 60%, it is relatively competitive, you know, based on what the other states are doing. And then here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've looked at on the channel so far. We don't see any $3 tickets on this list, so you can pause that and look at it if you'd like. And then here are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout, so friendliness to the average player. Again, no $3 tickets on this list, so you can pause that if you would like as well. But that's about it for the Texas Lottery $3 Holiday Loteria ticket. Again, I'm a sucker for Loteria, so I would probably be playing at least a couple of these. You did see an increase in value from the last $3 ticket, so that is good to see. It is relatively competitive, you know, based on what other states are doing. Not quite up there to what Georgia's doing. So Texas, I think, does need to do a little bit better on its $3 tickets. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a nice Christmassy ticket to see. Plus, the new symbols are really, really nice. So yeah, I like this ticket. Just wish the value was a little bit better. So if you're playing these, good luck on them. Hopefully you'll win some prizes in the top 1%. If you do, let us know in the comment section below so we can congratulate you. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.